Greetings of the day to all of you. Today we will study about one chapter called atomic structure and gravitation. Right? We will see that what is the definition of atom, structure of the atom, and about proton, neutron, and electron. We can also see about orbit and gravitation concept. So we all know that this is one definition of atom that it is the smallest unit of a matter, the one chemical element. And there are three types of matter, mainly solid, liquid, and gas. And the fourth one is plasma. Right? So this matter all consists of their basic unit atom. Just like in our body, cells is our unit. This is structure of an atom, right? In that we can see the orbit, and in that orbit there are lots of electrons. In the center there are neutron and proton, right? So we will see charge of the subatomic particles. Protons are positively charged, electrons are negatively charged, and neutrons are neutral, means they have no charge. Right? Okay, so here there is one interesting concept is that we cannot easily identify the location of electron at a particular moment because electrons are very light by nature and they revolve in the orbit at very fast speed. We can see shell or orbit of electron. Right, so here is the diagram of it. Right, so they have shown three shells or three orbit. Right, in the first shell there are two electrons. In the second shell there are eight, and in the third shell there are three. How they have find that each shell consists this kind of electron. Right, so there is one formula for it called 2n square, means each orbit or shell contains maximum of 2n square electron, where n is the number of shell. Say for example, in the first shell there are two electrons. Why? So we have put n equal to 1 over here, right? Here 2 into 1 square is equal to 2, right? And in the second shell we can put n equal to 2, means 2 into 2 square is equal to 8. And in the third square we have put 2 into 3 square is equal to maximum number of 18 electrons. Electrons in the first shells revolving around the nucleus has the least energy and a strong attraction towards nucleus. But the electrons in the outermost cells have very less kind of attraction and the highest energy. Okay, one new concept called valence electron. The electron present in the outermost shell of an orbit is called valence electrons. These electrons are very far from nucleus, and here the outermost orbit of an atom consists of maximum 8 electrons. Means the 2n square concept will not be applied over here, right? So valence electrons actually determine, this is valence electron they have shown in the figure, right? Now valence electron actually determine the electrical and physical properties of the material, right? And it has the highest energy and easy to lose, right? Because they don't have that kind of attraction with the nucleus, so that's why it can be easily loosed by an atom, right? There is one more concept called atomic number, right? So we all know that in the nucleus there is neutron and proton, right? So how we have to first identify that in an atom how many protons are there, right? So if there are three protons in the nucleus, the atomic number of that atom is called 3, right? So it can be denoted by Z, right? So we should also know one thing over here that atom is electrically neutral and the number of protons and electrons are same in the atom, right? So whatever the number of protons are there, the same number of electrons will be there. Now, gravitation. Every object in the universe attracts every other object, right? So how we can find that gravitation between these two objects, right? So we can see there are two objects over here, A and B. Let mass of the object A is capital M and mass of the object B is small m, and the distance between them can be calculated using small d. So it can join the line between center of the first object to the center of the another object, right? So let the two objects of objects A and B of mass m and n lie at a distance small d from each other as shown in the figure, right? So how we can find the force between them? So here is the formula, F proportional to capital N into M upon V square. So further we can remove the proportion and we can put over there G, which is called universal gravitational constant. So which is like F equal to G M into M upon V square. Further we can actually have G from this formula. This formula are very useful when we are actually have that kind of sum, which in that we have to find the gravitational force, right? Right. So we will again see what we have seen today, right? We will quickly revise whatever we have seen today. First of all, we have seen what is the definition of atom, because it is the smallest particle of any matter, right? After the structure of the atom, and that how many subparticles are there, and what is its charge. After that, shell of an atom, in that how many shells contain how many maximum electrons and what is the formula of it, and how we can find out the maximum electron from that. After that, valence electrons and what is the importance of it and what is the use of valence electron, right? Now we have seen in that atomic number also, how we can find the atomic number, and gravitation, how we can find the gravitation of the two objects. Hope you have enjoyed my lecture. Thank you so much. Have a good day ahead.